information to create an episode of a podcast. This is using LIbSyn and their Burberry, or whatever it's called, PowerPress by Burberry or something plugin. I'm kind of just going to wing this because I don't really plan on staying with them. It's okay. I know it's a big name, LIbSyn, the Burberry, they've got a big following, but frankly, compared to the other service, the Castos, this one is just, there's a few more steps. I don't really see advantages. It's more expensive, and you'll see. So here we go. I'm going to create a new episode of a different podcast from the Castos one. This is on a different site of mine. It still uses WordPress, still uses a plugin. This one does not have its own sort of podcasts type posts in a different area. So it's just a regular post. And so it's just mixed in with, other ones. Here's regular posts on this site. And so it's just mixed in with those. I think they go by category. Yeah, category podcast. So here we go. I'm going to add a new post. I'm going to give it a title. This podcast episode I was doing, speaking of chapters, I was making a chapter of a fiction book. Surprise, surprise. This is number 8. There's my title. I could, of course, do all kinds of fancy information. I'm just going to cut and paste some information in here also just to get this thing done. There we go. And again, just to make it quick, I'm going to give it a body. I'm going to give it an excerpt. We also can see where these things show up later. I'm going to give it the category. This one is important because it needs to be podcast, I think. Featured image, same as with Castos. I'm going to go get the podcast 14 by 1400, which is hopefully that one. I'm going to look over on the side at the size. There we go, 1414. Set featured image. There we go. Focus keyword. I'm just going to check your spell checker. Repossible went to repressible. And then the difference with this one, so pretty far, so much the same, right? So now, if you're remembering Castos, I just uploaded here. Here is where things are different. And I frankly think this is more work. I don't really like it. If there are reasons to stay with LIbSyn, let me know, and I'm happy to look into them. But for now, I'm a happy fan of Castos. So here we go. I need to verify this URL, but first I need a URL in there. So now I need to head over to LIbSyn. I just logged in, and I need to get my file up here. So I'm sure there are ways to add a new episode and do it directly here. I learned how to do this through the plugin from some tutorial. So this is what I learned how to do. Add file for download only, because we're going to be using WordPress as sort of our episode producer. So a new file for download only. I'm going to upload it, choose file. I want number 8 MP3. There we go. It uploads. LIbSyn also limits you on your size and your time limit, stuff like that. So here, also a little confusing. Publish. Yeah, I want to publish, but remember, I'm really just making this file available. So publish. There's direct download URL. That's the one I want. I'm going to copy that. Then I'm going to head back over to WordPress, paste that in here, verify URL. It does its thing. Successful. Great. And I'm pretty sure I'm done. So I'm ready to go with this one as well. Of course, I could and should put more content in here, the episode show notes and all that stuff like that. I'm just doing some fiction chapters. It's not terribly important for me, but it should be important for you. This is more just for purposes of showing you how to do this technically with LIbSyn. Oh, I am going to change that URL. Something sweet like that. And we should be done. I hit publish, and we just uploaded and produced another podcast episode. This one using LIbSyn. It has its pros and cons. I'm not too sure of the pros quite yet, but we will check back in later and see if I'm still using it. And if you're using it, let me know why. There we go.